Hi everyone, today we will talk about GIMP, a free image editor software, and the ability to edit or patch the nadir and Zenith on an equirectangular image. We can edit the equirectangular image using the default tools on GIMP or using a free plugin for GIMP called G'MIC. Okay, let's start with the default tool. First of all, we need to load our image. We must click on File, Open, and browse to the folder where our pictures or single picture is saved. So picture in my case, import GIMP, and double click the selected image. As you can see, I need to fix the nadir on my pictures, but I will let you see also how to fix the Zenith. First of all, we need to duplicate our original image to a new layer, and we need to add a layer for each one of the nadir and Zenith, so 2 additional layers. To do so, we just need to right click on the original image, original level, and go to duplicate layer. You must notice that if the original image is missing the F channel, and you can check it right clicking, you can see add alpha channel. So this means our image doesn't have an alpha channel. We need to add it to the new layer, or will not add a transparency to the edited images. So we right now must select the lever with white frame means selected, right click and add alpha channel. We can also copy and create a new layer, just selecting the original image, pressing on the keyboard Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V. Just be sure that your image is select completely, like with this little frame here. If it's not, you need to press Ctrl+A first. Now, the new layer is here, but to make it active and available, since it's a floating selection right now, we must click down there, down there. And right now is completely a new level. Okay, let's disable the top layer, since now we patch this one as a nadir. So we need to right click our origin over the image, this image over this level, and choose filters, go down to map and to panorama projection. Okay, we will open a new window, and you can see if I left click and drag around the image, you can see the image is moving slowly. Okay, GIMP is not very fast on rendering this kind of image. To reset the orientation, just click reset here. Okay. Since we need to patch the nadir, we need to put the image 90 degrees below. So we just need to put 19 here, so 9, and enter. As you can see, we have our nadir here, and then click OK. Just be aware you need to remember exactly every single settings you put there to inverse the transformation to make an equirectangular again our image. So right now let's click OK. Press 1 to zoom in. OK. And to move this image is better to use the sidebars here and here. Don't use the pointer and don't drag the image with the left click on the mouse. Next step is to select the clone tool here. You can click it or press C on the keyboard. I click. And remember that alignment needs to be on aligned, no over settings. Okay. Right now you see the selection is quite big, so I need to reduce the size. So we go here and choose something smaller, maybe a little bit more. Okay, let's see. Okay, perfect. To choose the source area for the clone, for the stamp, we need to press the left control and left click on the mouse. When we can move, and normally left click and drag the clone tool. You can see just under the My Clone tool there is the selection for the source area. So we can do the same here since it's aligned. So here we go. Okay. And I press Control, left control, and click here with the mouse, left button, and do the same. Okay. It's quite easy, not so complicated. Okay, left control again, left mouse click, and move it here. Let's do again a selection. Okay. Okay. Once we are happy with the clone tool, we can revert to equirectangular image. To do this, right click on image, choose filters, map, and select panorama projection again. Now we must choose 19 again here on the tilt. So let's write 90 and click on inverse transformation. As you can see, the image is already inverted, and then click OK. To zoom out, just press Z, left control, and use the scroll wheel or left click mouse. To drag the image, press spacebar, left click on the mouse and move the mouse to the center. As you can see right now, we have patched correctly the nadir. So to do the Zenith, we need to do the same things, but on the other level. So let's start with the Zenith. I suggest you to disable the actual layer and to enable the layer for the nadir. The process is quite the same. So right click with the mouse, choose filters, map, panorama projection, go to tilt, and you can digit -90 and click OK. As you can see, now we have our Zenith here, and we can the same thing if we need the patch there, the Zenith with the clone tool, or we can add a logo if we want. To add a logo, we need to add it as a new layer. So we need to go to File, Open as New Layers, and browse where our logo is. So Pictures, Memo Photo, GIMP, and I will add my logo here. Here we go. We can move around the logo if we want, if we are not centered, using the Move tool here. Just left click it and click on the image and you can move it around. If you want to rescale the logo, you need to go down there and use the scale tools, and then just click over it and you can enlarge or reduce the logo. Okay. And if you need to rotate it, just click on the rotate tool, go there, and you can, once you click it, you can rotate the logo as you want. Once you are happy with your logo, press enter, and you need to save the selection down there. Okay. Around now is transformed. Once you are happy with your logo, you can merge it down with the Zenith. To do so, you need to delete your original logo image, since now is color transformation and it is a new layer. So to delete the layer, you can select and go down there and click this X, okay? Then reselect the transformation layer, right click and click to merge down. So right now we have our Zenith with our logo in one single layer. Now we need to transform the Zenith in an equirectangular image, so right click again, filters, map, panorama projection, and we need to insert minus 90 as before. Then click to inverse transformation and click to OK. As you can see, right now our Zenith is edited with our logo. To end the wall transformation, we need to enable the nadir and flatten our image. So you just need to right click it, a layer, and click on flatten image. And as you can see, now we have a single image with our Zenith and nadir edited. To save our image, we can export. So we can press Ctrl E on keyboard for GIMP, choose a name or browse to a folder where we want to save our image, like this, edited, okay, and change the name like edited, okay, JPEG. Select 100 and just click on export. And this is our final image, edited image, opened on a 360 viewer. And we have the logo at the Zenith. And we have an edited nadir. And the edit was quite good. So this is the first method for GIMP using only the default tools available. Another way to edit the Zenith and nadir on an equirectangular image using GIMP is to install a free plugin called G'MIC. This plugin has a lot of useful filters for images and one specifically for Zenith and nadir. To start, once we have installed G'MIC to GIMP, we just need to right-click on our image, choose Filters and scroll down to G'MIC. Once we are on the main page of G'MIC, we must choose Deformations and Equirectangular to nadir Zenith. On the right side we have a new menu, and on the left side we have a preview of our image. As you can see, we have already the nadir and the Zenith selected. To save the nadir and Zenith, it's better to choose as output mode, not in place as default, because we will overwrite our current layer, but as a new layer. Once done, we must click OK and wait a few seconds to let G'MIC extract the nadir and Zenith from our equirectangular image. So right now we have two layers. One is the nadir and Zenith extracted, and one is our original equirectangular image. So now it is quite easy to edit the nadir and Zenith in one single image without having to duplicate the layer twice and use panorama projection twice. You can edit like any other single image, so you can choose the clone tool here, press 1 to zoom in, scroll the image with the sidebars here, and do like we already did before. So left control, left click on the mouse, and then we can move around. Okay, I don't patch completely the image right now. Then we can press Z and left control and click to zoom out, spacebar to move the image, and then zoom in again. As before, we can add a new layer as our logo. Here we go. Go there with the move tool and move our layer here to the Zenith. Once we are happy with the logo, we can merge down this level. So right click on the logo and merge down. And now we must choose again GIMIC as a filter. So filters, GIMIC, and change the mode to equirectangular image. And as output mode, I suggest you to change to in place, since we don't need another layer, or if you want to be extra safe, you can save it as a new layer and click on OK. Wait some seconds and the image will be in equirectangular mode again. Okay, just a little more. Here we go. And you can see now we have two levels, one with the patched nadir and Zenith, and one is the original image. So we just need to right click, flatten the image, and press on keyboard Control key, left Control key and E, and choose a folder where to save the image and save, change the name down there to logo this time. Press enter, choose 100 and click to export. And now our image is saved with a patched nadir and Zenith. And this is our final image with a little patched nadir and with our logo on the top. If our image has a very bad nadir like this one, this was one on my first picture taken with the Xiaomi Mi Sphere 360 camera and the selfie stick, we can use the panorama projection from GIMP and a useful filter on G'MIC called inpaint to patch the nadir cloning around the area. Let's start duplicating our layer. So right click on the image, choose duplicate layer and choose right click again and choose to add alpha channel 2. Then we can right click on the image, choose filters, map, panorama projection. We need to patch the nadir, so we must input 90. As you can see, the image is quite zoomed, so we need to zoom out a little bit. Let's try 50. Okay, let's do with 30. Okay, and maybe rotate a little bit. Let's try with 10. Okay, now our image is quite good. Now to use the inpaint filter on G'MIC, we need to select the area that need to be patched with a pure red color. So let's go over there, click it, and move the mouse all over to the top right side. So we have a pure red 100% and nothing else here. When we need to click OK, we need to use the pencil tool since we don't need to have any anti-alias around, and probably we need to increase the size. Okay, and just click the left mouse button and drag around. Okay, like this. Once done, we need to right click again the image, choose filters and go down to G'MIC. Now we need to select repair and scroll down to inpaint multiscale. Just wait a little bit and you can see the results is already quite good. If you're happy with the results, you can save the image in output mode in place so it will overwrite our actor layer, and click OK. It will take a little bit to edit the image, normally around 1.5 minutes, and you don't need, in my opinion, to change the default settings, since they are already quite good. But if you are not happy, you can manage your own settings as you need. Once GIMIC finished to edit our image, you can see already the results in a duplicate layer. So we now need to invert the panorama projection again. So just right-click on the image, choose Filters, Map, and Panorama Projection. Go to Tilt. Remember to put the exactly same values as before. So 90, 10 for the spin, and 30 for the zoom. Click on Inverse Transform and click OK. As you can see, we have already our image patched, and the two layers are like this. Okay. So now we just need to flatten the image, right-click and click on Flatten Image, and export our layer, so our image. So Ctrl E on the keyboard, choose the folder you want to save the image, change the name to maybe Paved Road. Okay, Paved Road. Press Enter, change it to 100 and export. Here we go, it's quite easy. And this is the final image. As you can see, the nadir is patched quite well, not perfect, since we can see some bad texture down there. But for an automatic job, it's not so bad, since a paved road is always a bad beast, or even for skilled people with the clone tool. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like it, please subscribe to my channel, and see you to the next tutorial. Thank you very much.